At some point, you will walk into a room and realize that you're the only one like you in it. The only woman, the only person of color, the only one from your background, your country, your neighborhood, the only one who didn't go to the right school, grow up in the right circles, or fit the unspoken mold of what a leader is supposed to look like. And the moment you realize it, imposter syndrome will show up like an uninvited guest to a party. It will remind you that you don't belong, that you don't sound like the others, that your presence here is a mistake, a fluke, a moment of temporary luck that will correct itself as soon as someone figures you out. It will do everything in its power to convince you that you need to shrink, play it safe, and not draw too much attention. And it will feel convincing because there's no blueprint for people like you in spaces like this. Being the first at anything is exhausting. You don't just have to do the job. You have to prove that you can do it at all. You carry the weight of representation whether you want to or not. You walk into rooms knowing that your failure won't just be yours. It will be an excuse for people to doubt others like you. You feel the pressure of knowing that your mistakes won't just reflect on you, they'll be used as data points for why people like you shouldn't be in this space in the first place. That's the unspoken reality of being the first. You don't get to be just another leader. You become a test case. And the weight of that can be unbearable. But here's the other side of it. You are a test case, but you're also the proof. The moment you step into a space that wasn't built for you, you expand what's possible. The moment you hold your ground, you make it easier for the next person to walk through the door without having to explain why they deserve to be there. And that's the responsibility of a trailblazer. Now, it isn't fair, but it is necessary. We all have an image of what a leader looks like. Tall, charismatic, confident, someone who moves through the world with an ease that seems almost natural. Probably a man, probably the dominant ethnicity, probably someone who was groomed for this role long before they stepped into it. And if you don't fit that image, imposter syndrome will use it against you. It will tell you that because you don't look like the leaders before you, you must be less of a leader. Not because you're actually unqualified, but because the world hasn't had enough time to get used to leaders like you. That's the real issue. It's not that you don't belong. It's that leadership spaces weren't designed with you in mind, so your presence feels like a disruption. But being a disruption isn't a flaw. It's a sign that things are changing and that you are a part of that change. Imposter syndrome makes you small. It convinces you to focus on everything you lack, everything that makes you different, everything that might make others doubt you. But you didn't get here by accident. You were here because you worked for it, because your life, your education, your choices, and your ability to navigate spaces that weren't built for you brought you here. Yes, you are lucky. Yes, you are blessed. But luck and blessing don't carry people this far on their own. Yes, you have been tested. You have been shaped. You have navigated the gauntlet and survived the attrition. You have earned your place. So don't make yourself small. Don't minimize the sweat, the work, the sheer force of effort that got you here. Don't let comparison steal your confidence because the people you're comparing yourself to never had to fight the battles you fought to get here. Remember who you are. When you're the first, it's not just about you. Your presence in this space changes what leadership looks like. It opens doors that have been closed for too long. It forces people to rethink their assumptions about who deserves to be here. Every time you show up, you make it easier for the next person. Every time you speak, you make it harder for people to ignore voices like yours. every time you lead, you change the standard for what leadership can be. So, if you're the first, stand tall in that. Because one day, thanks to you, someone else will walk into this room and not even think twice about whether they belong. And that, my friend, that's leadership.